Namibia will be one of the key country in the whole African continent. Why? The first, you have an energy potential that very few countries of the world will have. First, fossil fuels. The supergiant discoveries that has been predicted, if you remember. I came to Namibia and was the first to drill oil in Walvis Basin. And now we have a supergiant discoveries that's not only Orange Basin, I believe in the whole margin of Namibia. Second, your potential for renewable is unique. And you are already pioneering hydrogen. And your potential for wind and for solar is fantastic. If you put everything together with one of the most stable government in the whole continent, I don't have any doubt that Namibia is blessed. Small population, mainly young people, eager to learn, and I'm certain that the vision of the Namibian government will be put all the efforts in the human capital, because resources you have. When I talk to energy, energy is fundamental to process all the raw material that you have. One of the largest mineral provinces of Africa. Together, all this potential of oil that if you apply knowledge in favor of the people, of the social benefits, it's not a vision, it's like a transatlantic. Namibia today, in my point of view, is a beautiful transatlantic already in course. Nothing can avoid you to get to a very important place in the African continent and serve as an example. And this is what I certain that will happen. The same happens with Brazil. We are the counterpart of Namibia, Campos and Santos Basin. And when we started to discover supergiant reserves in the pre-salt, that would be, in my point of view, similar with Namibia. The vision of the Petrobras company, in which I participate intensively, and with the idea to create centers of excellence. When you create centers of excellence, you start to bring the country, you focus in all the disciplines and all the technologies that you need to achieve the vision that we talk about. The main important point for Namibia or any country in the world is energy. Cheap energy for the people. When you do that, you have an explosion of all the chains of the industry, of the development of the people. But the most important, you can have everything, you can have all the resources, but the main resource is the human capital. Then start to develop these centers of excellence in cooperation, and this is very important, with countries that are willing to come here and really empower the young Namibian people as the workforce for all this development. You cannot leave the destiny of your country in the hands of the others. And we did this in Brazil. The destiny of Brazilian people in our fields, we managed to bring it to our hands. And the destiny of Namibia has been done by the Namibian people. And this is the key point. That there is several steps that we can do immediately. Just to give an example for you, we have to tackle, in my point of view, and everything is linked to energies. With energy, we can solve all your problems of agriculture. With energy, we can solve all your problems about industry. With energy, you can start to processing all your raw material here. Because when you export raw material, it's 1/10 of the price. But why not process it here? Because you don't have energy. How is the percentage of Namibian that have access to energy? And it's very expensive. You don't have access to water. And today you have technologies. With energy, you get water in the middle of the desert. And the most important, you have to start to think about refinery. But a refinery that is association with Namibia. You have to be independent energy. You cannot depend your energy from South Africa or from another country. Energy, energy, energy. But the most important, people.